the thing that I was most blown away by was Peter Lorre is so despicable and disgusting throughout the movie, and yet when he stands this trial in this kangaroo court for the criminals, he gives one of the best, I can't call it a babyface turn because you don't like love him when it's over, but you do wonder like what should actually happen to this guy at the end of it. He makes the character, at least in a pathetic way, very sympathetic. This is why this guy had a 40-year career in movies. He was incredible.
Try to picture, again, some of this movie's descendants pulling off something like that. Like, I can't picture Kevin Spacey pulling that off in Seven. You know, a speech like that, a monologue like Peter Lorre did there. Like, I just don't see it happening. Like, what he did there, like, was watching it, like, almost couldn't believe it, that it was so good. It's like, I haven't been blown away by, like, a piece of act like that in a long time. And I love movies and I love lots of acting, and there's lots of performances that, like, I'm very effusive with my praise. I give 5 stars out like candy. It's not a hard thing for me to get, but like when I was watching this, it was stunning. It's like almost upset that I had never watched this before, but simultaneously glad that we finally did. And I'd seen Peter Lorre do a lot of different things, but I mean, this was like nothing I'd ever seen him do before.
Right. On the one hand, in The Man Who Knew Too Much, it's super impressive that he's doing that entire performance phonetically. He doesn't know English. And he's doing that just based on what he read. And he taught himself English by doing that. And here, it's in his maybe this is part of it. It's in his native language, and he's just on another level. Like, I love his performance in The Maltese Falcon. He's great. He's even really fun in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is a different thing that he's doing here. You know, you brought up influences, Seven, and I think Zodiac way more so. But Lord of the Rings, the Gollum, I asked you to remind me about Gollum when we talk about this.
Yep.
I think there's no way that Andy Serkis didn't think about this when he was doing Gollum. And the way that it's animated in the 70s adaptation of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Gollum, the way he moves, the way he talks, the way he sounds, and even the way he looks, I think is, I mean, obviously, most of it is J.R.R. Tolkien's description of him and illustrations of him. But, you know, Tolkien wrote these books after this came out too. So even Tolkien was operating in a post-M world. And I have to wonder if this wasn't a huge influence on that character entirely. The way that he curls up as he's pleading his case and talking about his illness and talking about like the compulsion to kill and why he has to do it and why like murdering him is wrong and getting him just away from society would be the right way to go. It's Gollum. It's all I could see.
I wouldn't have made that connection just because, like, I'm not as much of a Tolkien Lord of the Rings guy, but now that you say that, I definitely see it.